As of tonight, the list that we will be releasing, the current list of unaccounted for individuals, stands at 1,011, which is an increase from yesterday of 380. I want you to understand, though, that this is a dynamic list. And the list is derived from essentially 3 different data sets. First, people are now calling into the call center that we established. And we have more resources in there allowing us to increase the capacity or the volume of calls that we're able to accept. Number 2, people have emailed us information about unaccounted for individuals. We're now able to process those emails and add them to the list. And third, as I talked about last night, in the initial hours of this extraordinarily chaotic event, as people were calling in, talking about people that they couldn't find or who were unaccounted for, that information was being entered as rapidly as possible by our public safety dispatchers into our our CAD and records management system. You can imagine the intense pressure that they were under. So that data is now being reviewed and mined, and the information about potentially unaccounted people is being pulled out and added to this list. When you report this number, you should report it with context. You shouldn't just report the number because it's misleading in terms of it. The information I'm providing you is still somewhat raw data. We find that there's the very likely possibility that the list contains duplicate names. In some cases, it's possible that the same individual is listed twice or more. Oftentimes, someone will call in and they won't know the exact spelling of an individual's name, so it gets listed based on what they perceive the spelling to be. It's going to take time for our investigators to go through and verify those names and then ultimately be able to determine if it's the same individual or if there's duplicates and go from there. When you report this information, assist me in providing the appropriate context and explaining what's going on. Since last night's briefing, I again have the very unfortunate duty to report to you that an additional 8 human remains were recovered during our search efforts today.